Hey guys, it's Tori. So today I am doing a first impressions video on all of the stuff I got from the Sephora VIB sale. I have my box full of goodies and I'm excited to try everything. I also have some other things that I haven't tried before that I bought way too long ago that we're just gonna play with today. So today we're just gonna playing with new stuff. So if you're excited, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. With all of that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my face, and let's get started. Okay, so some of the things we're trying today is the Hollywood Flawless filter. This is gonna be my primer. I have the Makeup Forever HD foundation, the One Size like bronzer and blush trios, the brand new Patrick Ta palette. I have some Makeup by Mario lippies, the Fenty Beauty Liquid Kilowatt highlighter, the Lawless conceal, the Deal concealer, and then a few things that aren't brand new but I've been waiting to try them, like the e.l.f. Camo powder foundation, the Huda Beauty Easy Bake loose setting powder, and then I have a pair of Morphe lashes. Yeah, we have tons of new stuff, so I'm very excited to just get started. Okay, I primed my eyes and I just used my P. Louise Rumor number 1. This is my go-to. If you guys ever watch me, I use this anytime I do eyeshadow. So I haven't played with eyeshadow in a long time. Even on this channel, I haven't. But this is the brand new Patrick Ta palette. You can see the reflection in there, but it looks like this on the outside. There's a slight difference between the packaging on this one and the packaging on the OG, which I do have. This has like that thing around it, and I think it makes it look more luxe. You can see a bunch of fingerprints, but that doesn't bother me. Some people are really like bothered by that. This is the palette. I'm holding it upside down, but this is the palette. It's beautiful. It is more of like mauve-y tones, and I feel like this is a good step towards me doing eyeshadow again, since I really haven't done eyeshadow in a long time. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna kind of jump on in. So I think I want to go in with this shade right here. When I tapped into the palette, there was a good amount of powderiness and kickback, which isn't a huge deal to me. The original Major Dimension palette did the exact same thing, so it's not a big deal to me. It is very pigmented. I feel like these shades are a little bit deeper on the eye than they appear in the pan, which isn't a bad thing. I like a pigmented shadow. I'd rather there be a lot of pigment than not enough pigment. About a year and a half ago, I wore eyeshadow like every single day, but I just don't anymore. I just like don't have the time, and I really haven't seen any palettes that get me excited or that I'm like, oh my god, I have to have that. You guys know that I used to be like the queen of color, and I just haven't been inspired, nor have I really had the time or energy to film like eyeshadow tutorials anymore. But I currently have the house to myself for at least a little while. And if someone comes home, they're just gonna have to not be in the premises of me filming. But I'm kind of to the point where Mondays are my filming days and Tuesdays are my upload days, which I kind of like that I have a bit of a routine. It's nice to have a routine and not just kind of be like all over the place, like, oh, when I have time I'll film. Like, no, I kind of make it a point to film on Mondays. I'm now going to take a mixture of these two shades right here. But at my school we do this thing called co-op, and when you co-op, you only go to like 2 classes a day, and then as long as you work 15 hours a week, you don't have to go to school the rest of the day. And so I work Thursdays through Saturdays, and I work 15 hours a week. So I get to leave school at 10 every morning. And since I don't work Monday through Wednesday, Monday has just kind of by default become my filming days, and Tuesdays are kind of my upload days because I edit on Mondays and Tuesdays and then put the video up. So I kind of like that I have a routine and it's nice. So I don't feel like that added too much depth. I'm gonna go in a little bit extra with the second to last deep shade. There are creams in here and I've never tried the creams from them before, not even in my OG palette, I don't think, which I think I've only used that palette a couple of times. But I did enjoy the formula on it, and I knew if I didn't get this now during the sale that it would either sell out or I would end up wanting it once it was on sale anymore. So I just bought it. I was like, if I'm gonna buy it, now's the best time. I'm doing a few, not really sponsored, but a few brands have sent me some products. I'm gonna be filming TikToks on those. So if you're not following me on TikTok, go follow me. It's Tori Linn _MUA. I post on there definitely more frequently than on YouTube. It's just more convenient, and I have a bigger variety of stuff on there. I post not only makeup, but fashion and just like lifestyle and stuff. So I really recommend checking out my TikTok. So I'm just kind of going in with that second deeper shade a little bit more. But now I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade in a bit of a small fluffy brush. And I'm going to try to blend the shadow. So if you guys don't know, Coachella was this past weekend and also Easter. So happy belated Easter. But Coachella was this past weekend and Harry performed as the headliner on, I believe it was Friday, and I've seen so many videos of his performance and oh my god, I'm so proud of him. I love him so much. He did such a good job with As It Was. That's his newest song, and I'm literally so excited for Harry's House to come out. It comes out the day before I graduate, and I just keep telling everybody it's his gift to me. It's like his graduation gift to me, and I'm so very excited about it. Like, oh, I cannot wait. I think it's gonna be so good, and it just gives me something to look forward to. And then Tate's new album, I think, comes out in a week or two, which is also super exciting. I'm just, the music is finally coming out again. I feel like we've had such a dry spell with music. So normally I would use my finger for the shimmers, but I have claws. I got my nails done last week. They're really cute. So I'm going to go in with a brush and just use some MAC Fix Plus to dampen my brush. This is kind of normally how I apply my shimmers. I think I want to go in with this shimmer right here. It's like a rose gold color, and his shimmers are like not shimmery, they're kind of more like glittery. And you kind of have to dig into the pan a little bit because they're like a lot thicker of a texture. But I'm just gonna pat that on the lid, and it might take a little while to build up that pigment, but I'm just gonna go in and apply it. It's a beautiful color. I love that color a lot. Okay, this is what that shimmer looks like. I think it's beautiful. I'm gonna go off camera and completely finish off my eyes, and then I'll be back to do the face because I don't have any other new eye products other than these lashes that I want to try. These are the Morphe Premium Lashes in the style Yas Queen. This I saw from a TikToker that I like. So I'm gonna go do my eyes off camera, make some lunch, and then I'll be back for the skin. Okay, my eyes are all done. The lashes are big, but it's okay. Now we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Falls filter. I have the shade Fair 2. I know that this can be used as like a foundation, but it can also be used as a primer, so that's what I'm gonna use it for today. And then I'm also using this e.l.f. like all over brush. I think that's how I'm gonna blend it in. This is the packaging. It's super pretty and it has a doe foot, so I'm just going to apply some to my face. I'm not really sure like how much you're supposed to use. This is just supposed to be like glowy and stuff. I don't really know too much about it. Like, I've seen a lot of people who really love it, but I've never done my research really, other than everybody's like, oh my gosh, you need this product. But I know that you can use it as like a skin tint, or you can use it as primer. See, like, it really just gave a super light glow, not really any coverage. This would be something for like the summertime, or if you just want like a tiny bit of something on your skin. This is the Glow Recipe sunscreen. I'm gonna put the tiniest bit on that brush I just used and just go over top just to add something to the skin. I don't know if this is gonna mix weird or what, but it definitely smells like sunscreen, but like sweeter. I don't know. It's like, I like the smell of it. I like this and this. My skin looks nice. It just looks healthy and glowy, not like cakey or anything. I don't think they sat bad on my skin together. Now I'm going in with the Makeup Forever HD foundation. This is the brand new one. I have the shade 1R02. I think this is the second lightest shade, and I kind of struggle with like finding fair shades that are neutral, that aren't light. So I do struggle a little bit when it comes to picking shades, just because I feel like a lot of people assume that either you're super fair and you have a neutral base, or you're in the light to medium realm. So this isn't a neutral undertone, but we're gonna try it anyways. I love the packaging. It's super cute, and I really like that it has a pump. I'm definitely a pump kind of girl, so I'm just gonna we'll probably do 2 pumps on my sponge. It's thicker consistency, which is different for me. I'm just gonna kind of dab it on my face, and I always put it on my chin, my neck. So I'm gonna go in and blend this out. I'm really excited. I've heard some really good things about this foundation, and I need something with like a natural matte finish, because I think it will hold my oils better. I had a meeting today with a college, I don't know if they're like the rep or if they're like the advisor or something, but it went well. I think that my college situation will be pretty smooth sailing for the most part, and I don't think I'm gonna owe a whole lot of money, which is very good and very exciting. So I'm just preparing for this next step of my life. I'm only going to 1 year of college, and I will still have an associate's degree, so that is exciting. I chose the community college route because one, I'm only going for business, so I don't feel like there's any point in me going to like a big college, living on campus and doing all of that stuff. And I still want to work in the salon while I go to college, so the fact that this one is literally really close to my work is perfect. So that'll be nice and good. Okay, this is what we're looking like. I think it covered my acne well. I definitely think it would be buildable if I wanted to, but I like the coverage it's at. It's not too much and it's not enough. I think the color is actually pretty good for the most part. So I like that. It's definitely like a natural matte finish. There's no do to it at all, but I didn't really expect there to be any. Now I'm going in with the Lawless Conceal the Deal Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Cloud. I've not heard too much about this. I haven't seen a lot of people trying it, but this is the packaging, and I'm going to apply that under my eyes. Ooh, that's pretty yellow toned. I'm just gonna put some where I normally do. The applicator was super straight. It wasn't like a doe foot really. It didn't have like a scoop on it or anything like that. So I'm just gonna blend that in with my sponge. I think that looks nice. I am going prom dress shopping this week though, on Wednesday. My prom is the 14th of May. My graduation is the weekend after that. So we're gonna be busy. But I think that blended nicely. I think it has good coverage. I'm gonna set it like I normally would set my concealer with my Jaclyn Under Eye Brightening Palette. And I've been using the Beauty Blender Power Pocket Puff. I've been using this for 2 or 3 weeks now. I bought this a while ago and I just recently started using it. So I'm just going to apply some powder to my concealer. And I always set my concealer, and I always use this. I just like the way it looks under my eyes. Now I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. I know that this is like a tried and true, and if you saw my what I got for Christmas video, I got this for Christmas and I still haven't tried it. I have the shade Pound Cake. I'm just gonna go back in with my Power Pocket Puff, apply some, and then I kind of like dabbed it in the lid of the powder, and I'm gonna bake my smile lines. And I don't really bake, I just really press it in because I get pretty bad smile lines when I wear foundation, so I always press it in. And then I do the same thing on my forehead as well, but we'll get to that in a second. I don't know how I feel about like the mesh casing over the powder. I feel like it's kind of strange. I think maybe is it Milk Makeup that does that too? Which I have that powder, but my go-to is the Fenty. I've been trying to finish that up. Looks good. And then I'm gonna press in a little bit more. See, it just makes it like hard to get product unless you like put the lid back on it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't get any more product out. But I'm just gonna lightly dab my forehead because that's where I get the most oily. I'm gonna go in with a small brush and brush the powder away that I have applied so far. Now we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I have the shade Fair 120N, so it is a fair neutral. This is the packaging. It's just plain white. And then here is the powder that is pretty light, and then there is one of those spongy things, but I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use my Morphe X Ariel A21 brush. So I'm just going to pat in. That is pretty powdery. Lots of kickback. And then roughly set my face. I have been using powder foundation to set my face ever since the L'Oreal Pretty Fresh or Fresh Wear foundation powder came out. I know that a lot of people will like try and wear these as actual foundations. I personally don't think that that's what they're meant for. Like, I just think they're supposed to be like full coverage all over pressed powders. Like, I don't think that they're really meant to actually be foundation, but that is solely my opinion. You might disagree. Now we have the one size products. So we first will go in with the Made for Shade. That's what it looks like. I got the shade Light. And like I said in my haul, a lot of people got the shade medium that I watched, so I was a little bit nervous, but I definitely think that this is going to be a good shade for me. There's one of those little clear things, and then there's also a sticker on the mirror, which I don't think I can get off, but this is what the light shade looks like. I think I'm gonna mix these top two. I'm using my Morphe and Ariel A58 brush. So I'm just going to tap that off. I heard they're super pigmented, so there's definitely product on my brush. It is literally snowing so hard outside. You can't see it because I have my blind shut, but it is the middle of April and it is snowing, so that's great. I love that. Like, it's snowing today, but then in a few days it's supposed to be 80 degrees. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And it's not like little snow, like, no, it's like huge snow chunks. I've been watching Gilmore Girls the past week or so. I'd never watched it before, I always had wanted to. I really have been loving it. I wish that Rory's boyfriend Dean was in it more. And what's weird is that Dean is Sam from Supernatural. That is literally just so weird. I just wish that he was in it more because I need more romance. And I also wish that Luke and Lorelai would just get together already. Like, I don't know what they're waiting for. They're both just being naive and it's annoying. That blends out beautifully. I love that. I really like the shade and I think that it blends so nice. It's so easy to blend out. Now we're going in with the Cheek Clapper Blush Trio. This is in the shade Freaky Peach. I'm not gonna use the cream blush today because I clearly already set my face. But I love the packaging and I love how he does like the easy access opening for those of us who do have nails. This is what mine looks like. I'm gonna go in with mainly this one and then maybe a tiny bit of the sheeny shade. I appreciate that the cream has got a little cover on it because I just think it makes it like more safe. Whoa, that was pigmented. I just think it's like nice so that you don't get powder mixed with your cream and then your cream is just ruined. So I think that's a really good idea. I know it was like a patch of taw thing first, but I still appreciate it. That is a beautiful shade. I need a tiny bit more. They're definitely pigmented, so I would go in light-handed. Don't go overboard with his powder products because they're clearly very pigmented, but I like that color. I think it's pretty. Okay, now I'm going in with the shimmery shade and I'm just gonna do a tiny bit on my blush brush and just dust that over my blush just to add a light shine. It is snowing like crazy outside. Like, what is happening? Watch me not have school tomorrow. That would make my day. If I don't go to school at all, like I could sleep in, that'd be nice. I probably will have school, but it's the thought that counts. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like a slight glow. I think it looks pretty. For highlighter, I'm gonna use something I literally never use, which is my Cover FX highlighter palette. I bought this a while ago. I'm gonna go in with this middle shade and my Ariel A14 brush. This was expensive, but I like never use it. What do you think? I think that's pretty. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the eyes off camera really quick, and then I'll be back for lips and that setting spray. Okay, this is where we're at. So I don't know which of the Mario products I want to use. I have one of his suede lip creams, which I haven't used yet. I also have one of his glows, but I don't know if the suede will match what I'm going for today. It might be pretty. Let's try it. This is in the shade Oh, the container doesn't tell you. Well, that's inconvenient. That's a really pretty color. I think I might really end up liking this formula. And if I do, I will order more. But that looks really, really pretty. Lastly, we have the Charlotte Tilbury setting mist. It looks like this. This little bottle's literally $20. That definitely has a smell to it. I'm just not really sure what it is. So yeah, I really like the way my makeup looks. I think it looks really pretty. These lashes are like a little bit big. I probably would have went for something a little smaller, but I still think it looks pretty. Okay, let's do an evaluation. I'm gonna look at my face and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts on all of the products that I used. I think my skin looks really nice. I really like it. You can see a little bit of the texture on my forehead, but I also just naturally have texture on my forehead. But I think that everything looks really good. The palette, I think I really, really like it. I know you can see my fingerprints, but I really enjoyed that. This smells good. I think that I'm gonna really enjoy it for the summertime. This looked really, really pretty on the skin. Love, 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 love both of these. The blush and the bronzer looked beautiful. They blended so nice. The foundation, I like the way it looks. I like the color of it. I like the finish of it. The concealer, I'm gonna have to play with a little bit more. It was kind of yellowy, so I don't know how I feel about that quite yet. Both of the setting powders, this one I enjoyed more, I think. Even though it has that weird net packaging, I think you just will have to like make sure you like dump some out before you try and use it, but I really did like that. This, I think I need to give a little more testing. It was a pretty light shade, and all of my setting powders are in the lightest shade, but this was the second or third one and it was pretty light. So I don't know how I feel about that. The lip, I love the color. I think it looks just so, so pretty. The lashes are pretty. Overall, I think I really enjoyed basically everything that I tried today. So I would say that this was very successful. Okay, this is the look. I love it. I love the blush. That highlighter I used even looks really pretty, which I've had for a while, but I just don't really play with it much. But I like it. I like the look. So with all that being said, I'm gonna go. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know how you feel about the look. If you've tried any of these products, if you got any of them during the sale, let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you guys in my next video.